we're here.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday, and welcome to Threeflings, the only show on Twitch, period, comma, with 3 tieflings every Friday night. Threeflings is a collection of one-shot adventures from the UNCAGED Anthology. So if this is your first episode or your 50th, you are all caught up. Tonight, we are playing part 2 of Lolth's Punishment by Katie Cunningham from UNCAGED Volume 3 with the beautiful Yukiona on the cover. So without further ado, let's meet our Tiefs, starting with Ink. Tell us about your Tief.
Hey, my name is Ink. You might find me on Twitter and in chat as at These Dead Pens. Tonight, as usual, I am playing your Pact of the Tome, Warlock, Magical Girl, Frog, Tiefling, Ophelia. She, despite how I just said that, she is not a frog, but she does have one. And that's fun.
Gwen, tell us about your Tief.
I'm playing Adara, a resident fighty-bitey tiefling. She has no magic, but she won't let that stop. She won't let that stop her from starting trouble with her warg puppy crouton.
And Zan, tell us about your Tief.
Hello, my tiefling is Shy, the knowledge cleric of the Bright Horns, which means she has really shiny horns and will throw the book at you.
And tonight's adventure has some content warnings, which are down in the thing. They're underground, enclosed spaces, scary birds. You've encountered most of the scary birds, and they weren't that scary, actually. Spiders and possible snakes. So if any of those are a trigger for you, feel free to duck out, and we will see you next week. Though, as ever, snakes are always on the table. So without further ado, ever more important this week, who wants to give us a previously on Threeflings?
Quick, speaking of spiders, apparently Twitch implemented some hype emotes that include a spider one, so if they particularly squick you out, 1, you probably should skip this stream to begin with, but 2, let us know in chat so we can block it.
Yep.
Anyway, previously on Threeflings, we did a heist. There was also some stuff leading up to that I'm fuzzier on. I mostly remember the heist part. So I was very excited about it. How did we get to the heist?
Largely because Jess was like, the heist will take 5 minutes, and then we spent like all the time leading up
She was
to
like,
it.
the temple will take 5 minutes, and then the group was like, what if we split up and do a heist? So then it did not take 5 minutes. I don't remember how we got to it, though.
Because we were retrieving the mask because of underground lesbians. One of them got turned into a...
I remember.
I can't pronounce it because it's got like a...
Yeah, but one of them got turned... Got turned into a...
Thank you.
All right, I'm rewinding further for context. We showed up to a town where they were like, the mine's cursed, don't go in it, except adventurers. We are hiring adventurers to go resolve the cursed mine thing. There's a monster there, we think? And we went, great, that sounds like our business. And then we went there. And we got to the entrance of the mine and ran into a... Was she a drow?
Yes.
We ran into a drow who was like, please don't go in there. My lover has been turned into a monster in there, and I want your help resolving it. That does not involve killing her. And we were like, we're listening. And so she tasked us with retrieving a mask, a religious artifacty mask from a nearby temple that we projected a lot of opinions onto. And we were like, all right, seems on the up and up. So we went to the temple. Ophelia went to the temple and just talked to the people in there to like be a distraction, and then Adara and Shai snuck in the back way and did a very elaborate heist. Watch last week's episode if you're curious how that went. The spoilers, great. And we have now
Pretty good.
Yeah, we have now reconvened.
It's like Shy decided to enable Adara's plan. So
Yeah, y'all thought Ophelia was the one who causes nonsense. No, you thought wrong. You thought wrong.
They could have thought right, but just that Ophelia is not the only one who causes nonsense.
Yeah.
Turns out when Ophelia's gone, there's somehow more nonsense and less nonsense.
I've been warning everyone since the beginning, since episode like 4 or something, when I figured out Adara's spiel, that she's gonna cause mischief. And apparently, some people forgot, but here we are. But yeah, so now we've reconvened, we have the mask, and we are going to take it to the cave to do whatever needs to be done with it to resolve the monster in the mines.
So, I'll give you a point of inspiration for that. But you forgot something very important, and we're going to do a flashback to address the very important thing.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, we were also supposed to be looking for someone who went to the
Brian!
temple.
Yeah,
Brian the bear with his dancing bear hat.
Brian went missing. He also has a helmet that has some bears on it.
We did clearly see a bunch of undead, also because of the daylight spell from the drift globe.
Little cubby holes in the wall that you guys ran into while Ophelia was having a very casual conversation with, like, the embodiment of dust.
Ophelia just rolled up to the temple and was like, "Sell me on your religion." And they were like, "Sure."
Meanwhile, Adara and Shai were just like, "Nah, that totally won't work. We're just going to sneak in and steal it."
You chat them up for as long as you can, but eventually they're going to figure it out. So we're just going to do some nonsense in the back room.
So now we're going to have a moment where, and I encourage all DMs, GMs to do this, where I admit that I made a mistake because I was so surprised by them having a full heist with fireworks and explosions when they could have just asked for the mask.
We didn't know that.
That I
and really, Shai and Adara would not have risked it.
No.
And so between that and realizing that it was going to be a 2-parter episode, I totally forgot to give them pertinent information. So we're going to do a Blades in the Dark style flashback where we're just going to go back to something that happened. And I will give you pertinent information and you can just say what happened, what you did to it. And then it will be relevant now in the real time. So as you are fleeing from those ghouls, I will even say, Shai, after you successfully cast Turn Undead, so that we don't have to make any of that go backwards. First, you notice that all of these ghouls are wearing helmets. And in the light of the drift globe, you notice that one of those helmets on the nearest ghoul has dancing bears.
Brian's helmet.
Yeah, we got a description of that helmet.
We got no description of Brian himself, but we did get the helmet.
The only description we got of Brian is that he's kind of a tiny dude, but then again, that means, like, nothing coming from a giant.
Yeah, a little Goliath said he was tiny.
I just want to clarify what Adara said we were supposed to do. Were we supposed to find out what happened to Brian? Were we supposed to bring something back as proof, maybe?
So, Idara's interpretation of the message that we got was that Brian's dead. He's been missing for months. And, you know, proof might be nice. If he's alive, recovering him would be great, but they don't really expect that to happen.
I wonder if, as we're fleeing, Shai can go, "Hey, Daria, can you grab that helmet with the bears?"
Shit, what?
That one with the bears. You said something about a bear helmet.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna double back and try and just yank the helmet off the ghoul.
Okay, I'm gonna make you roll for that.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Let's do an athletics check against a ghoul.
Ooh, I'm sure they're very strong.
Because it is afraid, but it's afraid of Shai, right? Not you?
Yeah, but it can only run away, and it's basically the act of running away, and Idara's gonna come up behind him and try and take the helmet.
Yeah, so basically, give me that, I'm gonna say a dexterity.
Oh, dexterity?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna flex on you with a natural 20 for 24.
Oh, nice! Yeah, so you get that helmet without ripping its head off.
Ah, that would have been kind of gruesome, yeah.
If you had done it with strength, then you probably would have ripped his head off with that natural 20.
I could see that.
So you have this fancy helmet of dancing bears, and then would you like to reiterate how you made your daring escape?
Sure. So, helmet in one hand, fireworks going off indoors behind us, drift globe with the mask lashed to it, following us as they are wont to do while they are activated. Shai and Adara just run through the cave system they took to get there, get to the cliff that they had climbed up, Shy starts going for the ropes, and Adara just goes, "We don't have time for that." Takes out a potion of flying, chugs it, grabs Shy by under one arm, helmet under the other arm, I guess, and just like, yoop, and flies out of the cave. And then afterwards remembers to warn Shy, close your eyes if you're scared of heights.
Yeah, it's like a bit late for that.
Yes, it is the "Are you afraid of heights?" Now looks down. I do respect
do.
them.
And behind them comes an orb of daylight as the drift globe follows them out of the cave.
An
And
orb of daylight with a mask.
with one dark spot on it.
It probably looks a bit like a Pokemon.
It almost certainly does.
Like a mask just following you out.
Oh no.
And with that, we are back to the now, when you have met up with Ophelia at the base of this mountain.
Perfect.
And you were heading back to the injured Zuna. If you want, you could take a rest, or you could just continue on your merry way. Whatever you would all like now that you were back together and have Brian's helmet.
I'm a little bit open to taking a knee, but would also understand if we don't want to do that, and I'll be fine.
I am fine if we don't.
I'm trying to figure out what exactly it is that we fought that I don't have full health. I tried to
Banshee!
remember what. Banshee, yep.
You fought a banshee.
We got wrecked by a banshee, and then Shy and
You made
Adara...
art of it.
Yeah! How quickly we forget.
Oh, yeah.
But we-
no, I didn't
but
make
we
art
gotta-
of the Banshee. I made art of Adara sitting up in her pajamas and going, "Who woke me up?"
But we got a full rest after that, so you should have been healed, unless you got hit by one of the ghouls on the way out.
Which...
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
just
their
like,
paths
why
didn't
do I
cross.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should
which
be
is-
healed.
Yeah, okay. I was like, what happened? What happened to me? So yes, I should be fine.
Okay. So, then not resting?
Yeah, it's fine.
We might have to rest at some point in the forest, since we did on the way to the temple, but...
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
like a
'cause it
full
is-
day.
So
Mhm.
I'd
It's a bit of a
rather
track.
get as far away from the temple as we can while we still have daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did steal their shit, and I deactivate the drift globe. Wait, before we go, does it seem...
I'll wake you up.
Yeah, wake me up. But also, does it seem like we can touch this now that we can kind of examine it more carefully? Like, can one of you figure out if we're gonna get, like, cursed by a deity if we touch the stolen religious thing? Because the drift globe only follows us when it's activated, which means we're gonna have a beacon following us, or we have to touch the mask, or we have to wrap it in a lot of other shit.
Or we could just put it in a bag.
That's true. Do we have bags of holding yet? Is that like the one magic item we don't have?
You do not
We
have
have
them.
backpacks. Like all
Yeah.
packs
Yeah, I
of
just-
something like dungeoneering packs come with backpacks.
I just wanted to be sure.
You just wanted to put it in the void.
I wanted to let the universe know that somehow we don't have bags of holding yet, in case anyone happened to be listening. But yeah, so, all right, yeah, we'll just gingerly, without touching it, shove it in a backpack.
Okay.
like touch the drift globe, just like lower it in there.
Yeah, I'd like turn the drift globe off. Just,
Yep.
all right.
Bye.
So the mask and the drift globe drop into the bag. And you have a pretty simple trek back through the forest. You are still being watched by, like 100 of ravens cawing. But Ophelia knows that they are no threat at this point. Not sure if Ophelia has told the other two of you that they're just friends with the monks.
I mean, I was more concerned about the fact that, they came down a mountain, like, Adara's flying, and then there's, like, a ball with a face on it following them down. I was more concerned about that than literally anything else.
Yeah, Dara's still giving all the ravens stink eyes in case they're, somebody's, like, looking through their eyes magically or something.
They're birds, Adara. They're birds.
Sometimes people can use animals for nefarious purposes.
Yeah, but, like, these ones are just birds.
Mm-hmm.
They're birds,
Nella
but
would
they
look at
don't.
Shy and be like,
They aren't
the,
acting right, though.
I mean, to be fair,
It's
we are
disturbing.
by a temple that, like, these birds like to hang around in because their god exists in it. And also, you kind of confuse the monks when you sent in a raven that also could talk.
I don't
I
think that was.
suppose.
I would argue that wasn't the most confusing thing we did.
I'd have to agree.
So day goes into evening, falls into night. And you can rest or you can press on forward.
All right, so last time we took a sleep, we did get yelled at by a banshee. However, there was probably only one of them.
We only heard about one.
Mm-hmm.
And I would rather sleep and not be exhausted when we might have to face a monster. In the mine shaft.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
So, are you taking watch, or are you all going to sleep at the
1
same
million
time?
% taking watch.
Yeah.
Like,
Are
Shy
you doing the
almost
same
died
watch
last
order as
night.
before?
Yeah,
I
we
would.
can if you guys want.
I'll
I would like to take first watch.
Oh, Shy wants it this time? Okay.
Yeah.
offer middle watch again to feel like, it's not a fun one, but I'm probably more used to it than Ophelia.
Okay. Hey, Shy, give me a perception check, please.
Okay. And are we in the mountains?
You are.
Good, good. Because I think I'll need that. 16.
All right. Your watch passes without incident.
Hmm.
You see the ravens fly off, probably to go get dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And some bats fly in, kind of eyeing your food. That's all.
Okay. Not much. And now Shy's just like going to sleep. No one better wake me up.
Adara, how about you give me a perception check?
Sure. Whoa. All right, that is
That was a big check.
no, it one of my d20s jumped out of the dice tray and onto my desk where it is very loud. That is a 23.
Okay. So you can even hear the bats conversing, and if you spoke bat, you would know what they were saying. But alas, you do not.
That's talking shit.
Oh man, Bat's definitely saying rude things about us.
You hear the crackle of like sticks being walked upon, but you also know that there's some wolves and bears in this forest, and you hear the distant howling of wolves. It seems to pass without incident.
All right. I'll wake Ophelia for her shift. Be like,
And Ophelia, the sun is starting to rise. You don't even need to give me a check if you want to, because you can just see everything. You see a beautiful sunrise.
Yeah, you gotta love the perception checks from Ophelia.
Yeah, give me one anyway. I don't want you two to feel left out.
Yeah, time to let the party down. Oh, not bad actually. That's a 13. Better than it
Okay.
usually is.
You see Fred taking a morning bath in
Oh.
a puddle. And the puddle has little rainbows on it from the rising sun.
Gay frog rights. Yay.
And because the banshee has been killed by you.
oops.
So, after you have, I assume, breakfast,
Mhm.
you find a slightly recovered Zune sitting at the cave. And her wounds look bandaged. She says, You made it back. Did you get the mask?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness. Well. If you're ready, I know I've asked you for so much, but could you follow me, assist me with the ceremony?
Yes. What all does that entail so we are prepared?
And she's standing in front of the mine with the yellow goop all around it. They built this mine on top of our temple. So we'll go through the mine, and beneath it are the tunnels. We'll find Lolth's altar, where Nazra and I used to worship. And I will offer her the mask. Hopefully, that will be enough for Lolth to release my dear Nazra of this punishment. I mean, it's a piece of her greatest enemy. So, I mean, she'd have to grant a boon for that, right?
Hopefully. Do you have a plan B if this doesn't work?
And she kind of pauses and then looks you dead in the eyes and says, It has to work.
I see.
Okay then.
Well, let's find the altar.
Just sidle up to Shy as we're heading down and be like, do you have remove curse today?
Oh, yes.
All right.
It's like I'm not certain it would be strong enough for something like this, but...
It's at least a plan B.
Mm-hmm.
So she leads you into the mine tunnels, and you knew that nobody had been in here for a few months, but apart from the dust and the not having been here for a while, they look relatively well maintained, even though it's clear that they're very old. As you walk for a little bit, past like mine carts, shovels, etc., she stops and presses on a wall, and a secret tunnel opens.
Through the mountain? Perfect.
A secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret
You did this
tunnel.
last time too.
All right.
Through the mountain.
Copyright. Let's keep going.
It's like my brain was doing that, and I was like, don't sing it, don't sing it, don't sing it. And guess what?
Yep. Look, we established last episode that as a group, we cannot sing on stream because stream delay will kill us. So
Drez's happy birthday song. Watch last week. If only
it
Please
was
don't.
so awkward.
Please watch last week's episode, but start at like the 20-minute marker.
I think we established that we need to sing on every episode. So, going through the hidden tunnel, you see that the passages on this side are much older, and they don't appear to be carved by mortals. They appear to be natural carvings. They're largely symmetrical grooves in the walls, and you can see that there is like knotwork carved in, but like the tunnels themselves seem to be made by creatures or shifting of the earth, but they're decorated with knotwork, whorls, complicated lines. So they're illustrated, shall we say.
Yep, Shy is definitely studying the artwork as they go along.
As you are studying and walking, there is a sudden tremor underfoot. Everyone, please give me an acrobatics save.
Acrobatics save?
Wait, are we talking
Wait,
about
like
Or acrobatics
dexterity?
check.
Okay.
Acrobatics
there
check.
we go. I was gonna
Okay.
say, because put two things together that shouldn't make sense.
Yes.
Jazz just clipped our secret tunnel. Thank you,
Oh, no.
Jazz.
10?
Okay.
12.
I got a 21. I got an 18 plus 3.
There we go.
Okay.
Someone didn't fall over.
As a
So
warlock, these are mightily sufficient at.
the ground cracks and separates from where you were standing and where Zune is standing. And Ophelia, you are the only one who is able to keep your footing. As Adara and Shai fall to the floor.
You have to keep my feet.
And you see above you, Zune also falls to the floor and almost tumbles down, but she grasps the edges of the cavern. She shouts down to you, "Keep going! I'll meet you down there!"
How high up is she?
She's quite high.
Do you want me to come get you?
No, there's a special passage for only drow to access. I'll meet you there.
May I make an insight check on if this was all a trick?
You may.
Can you give a general direction we need to go in?
I got a 14.
14? Okay. This does not seem like a trick to you.
Okay.
She seems genuinely concerned.
I can get you like pretty easily.
Says, no, it's fine. You still have the mask, right?
Yes.
All right, there's going to be 2 tunnels ahead of you. They both go down. It doesn't matter which one you take. Just keep going down. I'll meet you at the bottom. I'm climbing some spider webs down.
Ew.
Fair enough.
All right.
Did you say ew?
A little quietly.
I was gonna
Quietly,
say,
but
like
yes,
a
out loud.
CrossFit gym.
Sounds sticky.
And she heads off to skirt her way down some webbing. Like, does she have fly? No, she does have web though. So yeah, she's gonna go down that way. And as the dust clears, you do indeed see 2 tunnels ahead of you going down. The one on the left is a dry, dusty cavern, and the one on the right looks dark, dank, and moist, dripping.
I think I'd prefer the left, but what do you all think?
I'd prefer the left. My player has allergies and would prefer the right, but I don't.
Do they both lead to the same place?
She said it didn't
evidently.
matter.
As long as we keep heading down, we're heading in the right direction.
I'd just rather not make the rest of this walk with, like, wet boots.
Yeah, to be fair, you all almost just fell flat on your butts there.
I will say dust is far more familiar and seems safer to me than
Mystery cave water.
dank, dark, wet cave water.
There's something funny about Shai's argument being, well, dust is familiar, so like, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, it is dead skin, so like, maybe.
Not all dust. This dust is probably not.
Okay, so you take the left tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The left tunnel is, as I said, dark and cavernous. And up ahead, or not up ahead, up above you, as you go down, you hear some chittering and rustling.
Can we tell more by trying to perceive a little harder, perhaps?
I was gonna say, if you want, I could just like pull out produce flame and be like,
I imagine
I was gonna ask if Shai's horns are on, actually.
I was thinking about that myself. If I hear chittering, I think I'd turn them off.
Yeah, I imagine generating light in their presence might agitate something that doesn't necessarily need to be agitated.
After all, we all have dark vision, so it's like I'd rather not disturb the chittering things if we don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny, because that's what you're saying, but Ophelia's immediately like, I want to see what this is."
Yep.
Okay,
So, I mean, it could be completely in vain.
So, Ophelia, you make some flame?
Yeah. It's just a little
Okay.
ball of fire in my hands. It just sits in my hands.
So, with that, does a 13 hit you, Ophelia?
No.
Okay, good. That means you only get hit by one swarm of bats.
Hmm.
Nice.
So that is going to be 5 piercing damage. And let's roll initiative, please. As you get utterly whomped by 2 swarms of bats.
Oh
Do
boy.
you want to give me a con save to keep that flame lit? Or are you just letting it go?
I mean, what is it? It only disappears if I dismiss it. Or if I cast again. It just permanently stays lit.
Okay, so it's not concentration?
It's not concentration?
No.
Okay.
It's conjurations. I love Produce Flame because you don't have to think about it. It's just like, it's lit, and then it just is for 10 minutes. It's great. It's a great spell. I don't have to think about it, which is to say, Ophelia never has to think about it because she doesn't think about, like, anything. So that works.
Okay, give me some initiative, friends.
13.
I got a 19.
I got an
Nice.
11.
I feel it 11. And Shy, you were up first.
Okay, going to go ahead and cast Sacred Flame at one of the... Can I see more than one swarm of bats? You
There are
said
2.
Okay. I'll shoot for the one that's farther away, because I assume it might be hovering more near the ceiling.
Okay. And that is a dex save, right, for me? Or does that one just hit?
Dex save.
That's a 7.
That
Oh, no.
fails. So, going to get my d8.
These bats aren't very nimble.
No, they aren't.
They are. I just rolled up like shit.
Oh no.
So that is 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay. All right. Anything else, my dear?
Yeah, if that didn't take care of the bats, I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon
Do
and have it sideswipe them.
Okay.
2. Yes, that is an 18 on the die, which means
That'll hit.
26. Or, yeah, 26. Just gonna make sure. 1d8. So that's another 12 points of damage.
All right. You have eliminated that swarm.
Awesome.
And now it is the other swarm's turn. And they're out for vengeance against Shy.
Oh no.
Yep. I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
And a 22 will hit Shy, I believe.
Yes,
Oh, gosh.
it will.
So that's 6 piercing damage.
You know, not bad, not bad.
And let's see. They get move through any opening large enough for a tiny bat. Yes. I was gonna say they're gonna get inside your armor.
Ah.
They're not like squids.
Oh,
Good.
no. They're just gonna stand, in your space with you.
Mm-hmm. Just
They're
swarming
invading
around
the
my
bubble.
head,
They're
because
swarming around your
that's
face
real
and trying
comfy.
to get underneath your plate mail.
I mean, to be fair, bats do just look like tiny little dogs with wings.
Especially, what are those big bats? They're really cute. They look like puppies. Ones with big
Yeah.
ears.
Yep.
The flying foxes.
Yes.
Cute.
Yes.
Adara, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna take out my scimitar and just start trying to cleave some bats down.
Okay. Don't hit your friend.
I intend
Gonna
not
say,
to.
don't do this. Don't pinata the bats.
Gonna say it's a disadvantage because they're in the same spot as Shy.
That's fine. Rude of you to make me not have the 18, but that is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool. Please take 12 points of magic silvered slashing damage.
Okay.
And I swing again at more bats.
Do it.
All right. I don't know about that one. Is it 14 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
All right, cool. Please take 15 points of magic silvered slashing damage.
And you have eliminated the bats.
Ah, perfect.
It's like Shy was just standing extremely still. It's like, I know you're good, but I don't quite trust you if I'm flailing around.
I mean, I appreciate the help, I guess.
Of the two passages, you chose wisely.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Me actually.
We'll find out what the other passage was in the Patreon behind the scenes video.
So,
I'm just
the dust clears, the chittering stops, and the tunnel winds down ahead of you. You find yourself in a small circular room with a carving of Lolth, the Spider Queen, the bitch goddess of the dark. Half woman, half spider. 10 appendages, which spiders do not have. There is an offering table in front of the Lolth statue, and Zune is already there, kind of pacing nervously. You made it. Oh, I'm sorry. How was it? Was it okay?
There were just a minor drawback. There were some bats. We took care of it.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry if that was difficult. Bats don't usually bother us. They're, servants of Lolth.
I have a feeling that they wouldn't have bothered us either, but, well, let's just say they don't like bright lights. Alright.
You still have the mask?
Yes. What, do we just place it on the table?
I'll take it, please. And she extends her hands.
It's like, Idara, I think you have...
All right, I'll take it out and holding it very gingerly, wrap a bit of my cloak around my hand so I can pick it up and just hand it to her.
If y'all asked, Ophelia has mage hand.
It's too late.
It's a sacred relic, but it won't bite. The betrayer's masks shouldn't hurt. Anyway, thank you.
If it's going to be called something like the Betrayer's Mask, I think it's reasonable to take precautions.
As you will. She takes it gently over to the table and places it on an offering tablet there, kneels, and begins praying to Lolth in Undercommon. Shy, you speak Undercommon, right?
Yes, I do.
So you basically hear saying, Dear Lolth, we bring you the mask of the betrayer. Please accept this and know the love that we have for you. No love will ever replace what we feel for you. Please remove this curse, etc., etc.
Appeasements, basically.
And nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was afraid of that.
She turns and looks at you and she says, okay, I'll just do it again. And she starts praying the same prayer again. And a screech comes from the tunnel that you emerged from. And you see a towering, monstrous, yellow, mucus-dripping, gelatinous seaweed creature. That is the Yochlol, Nasra. Zune turns and looks and gasps. Nasra, please, no, I'm doing this for you. And what would you like? Actually, first, she runs to Nasra. Says, Nasra, please recognize me. I'm here to save you. We're all here to save you. We tried to make an offering to Lolth, but she won't listen. Only you can listen, please, Nasra, please, as she grabs at the Yochlol. And the Yochlol bats Zune across the temple. She is knocked semi-conscious, but dazed. And then turns to you. Roll initiative.
All right.
All right.
I've got an idea, but I don't think it's a good one. 22.
I mean,
Good idea to set the tree on fire?
I've also got an idea that doesn't sound like a good one, but I have to try it.
Maybe it's the same idea.
Possibly.
Wait, probably not. You have magic. It's probably a different idea.
Okay. What'd everybody get?
22.
Oh, right. You said that.
12.
I also got a 12.
Okay.
Then you're probably going before me.
Wait, what's your initiative bonus?
+1.
Okay, yeah, I have a +2. It's wild, because when it comes down to that, like, I would always... In my head, part of me wants to say, well, you rolled higher naturally, so you would go before me. But then part of me also goes, yeah, but I have a higher modifier, so I would go before you. But still, then it seems like we would go at the same time.
I think it makes sense that it's like, you know, the one who is dexier goes first because they're just innately a little... They've got a little more pep in their step.
Yes, that.
You know, that idiom people still
like,
use.
All of the pep.
So, Adara, you are up. What
All
you
right.
gonna do, Chica?
Where's the mask? Is it still on the altar?
It is indeed.
I turn back to the two people who know more about magic shit than I do. And I say, thoughts on putting the mask on what's-her-face? The Yochlol. Nobody's stopping me. I'm gonna do it. It might help.
It's like, really, at this point, try anything and everything.
All right, because my other option
I
is killing her, and I've been told that's frowned upon. So
yeah,
I'm gonna...
I don't know, just try it.
I'm gonna run over to the mask. I'm gonna pick up the mask.
Okay.
If I can, in the same turn, I would like to run over to the Yochlol and try and put the mask on wherever I think the face is.
Okay.
You're like, where is the face on this thing?
Because the other tools at my disposal are overly lethal compared to what we have been asked to do.
She's going to get well, she'll get to attack you for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're trying to do that. Okay. But yeah, you can try and do that. I guess give me a dexterity
Sure.
check.
It's like just shove this mask on this goopy little tree.
I can tell from your tone that this isn't intended. All right, so dexterity, that is a 19?
Let's see what happens here. It's only a fraction of a mask, but you can stick that part of the mask into the goop. And it sinks into the goop below her eye.
Hmm.
And then she's gonna strike out at you. And that's gonna hit. That's a 25 to hit you.
That'll hit.
So, okay. That's not as bad as it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
That's only 3 bludgeoning damage.
That
Plus,
really... Okay. It turns out it's hard to give Goop enough vigor in order to, like, hit hard.
I mean, I don't think you really want this thing hitting that hard, which, again,
Yeah.
I can
So
tell
it's
you.
19 poison damage.
Poison.
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
there's
Ophelia would have told you these things are very poisonous.
22 total.
I don't want this thing hitting you that hard.
That's fine. All right. Mask applied. Maybe I made it worse. Let's find out.
And then, nothing happens. But it turns, actually, no, it is the Yochlaw's turn. And it turns into a giant spider.
Thanks.
And it casts web on the area, but particularly on Adara.
Yeah.
So, Adara, you are going to be... let's see. Yeah, you'll have to make a dex save to get out of there.
Wait, on my turn or just now?
On your turn, yeah.
Okay.
And then it's going to skitter up onto the ceiling.
Oh, buddy.
That's not good.
Actually, no. First, it's going to attack Adara again because she's
All right.
restrained in the web.
It can web and attack in the same turn?
Oh, no, wait. No, it can't. It webbed and it changed. And then it skitters up on the ceiling. There we go.
It would be the
Does
kind of
it-
being to have, like, lair
Thank
actions,
you for
though.
calling me out on that. It does get 2 attacks, but it doesn't get to do, ridiculous things.
Does Adara get an opportunity attack?
No, 'cause she's restrained.
I was gonna say, does she? Because she's, like, basically just a burrito at the moment.
So it's Ophelia's turn.
Good try,
Sean. Let's see. I'm just trying to. Yeah, I was gonna say this thing isn't Oh, I love having freaking 2 spells. It's like my favorite. Okay. Okay. I don't know how much this is gonna help. Again, I'm gonna try to do this in a non-lethal manner, but I don't know how to do this and make it sound non-lethal. But I'm going to cast.
Is it Cloud of
Blight.
Daggers again?
No, it's Blight, actually. I'm trying to use as many of my new spells as I can. So you have to make me a Constitution saving throw. The reason I say I don't know how to make this non-lethal is because it pretty much desiccates the thing. It sucks the moisture and the life out of it.
Okay.
So yeah, you gotta make me a con save.
Can spells be
That's
non-lethal?
8.
What?
Can spells be non-lethal?
I think
Yeah.
they can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm playing a fighter. I don't know.
Wow, Yochlaws have proficiency in like every saving throw except cons. So that's an 8.
Yes! Okay, now this is gonna be the fun part, me doing math, because now I have to roll 8d8. Oh god, do I have 8 of them out? I'm really hoping I did. I should have thought this through.
You
more,
can
but
use a dice roller online if you want.
I know, but I was gonna say, imagine thinking things through. Also, I do not trust dice rollers for the reason that is the fact that random number generators are never truly random. I'm not gonna get into
There
it.
is
It's a
that.
math kid thing.
Cast battle maneuver.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna roll, like, 40.
Yeah, when I have too many dice to roll for some of these monsters, that's when I'm like, Google 8d8.
Okay, so that's...
I usually roll them in batches.
I just have 4 sets of dice at my
Okay, you're
disposal.
taking 43 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 8d8, and I rolled max on, like, 3 of them.
Nice.
What I'm really hoping is that this knocks it off the ceiling.
You said 40...
43.
40 what? Okay.
43.
43 points.
Yeah, necrotic damage, so it drains moisture and vitality from it. I was really sad that it didn't say as a plant, because it says if you target a plant creature, it makes the saving throw a disadvantage if the spell does max damage.
Nice.
I'm very upset. Couldn't have stayed a tree for one more round.
It's gonna stay on the ceiling. but it stops looking like a spider and looks like a goopy tree thing again. So you knocked it out of spider form.
Yay!
Oh god, it has wild shapes.
Is it still on the ceiling?
Yep.
Spooler.
Is it within reach at all?
This is a small room. So what is your ask of reach? It's not within 5 feet. I'd say it's within 15 feet.
Is it near Adara, and can I use Adara as a springboard to get within touching distance?
Oh my god, please.
Yes, but you will have to walk through the web to do that.
Why don't you just use the web as a
So
springboard?
that will be difficult terrain.
Okay.
I might be able to get it down for you on my turn.
I may hold my action to see if somebody can get it down off the ceiling and within touching distance.
Okay.
And I
Because
assume-
I need, before I do anything else, I need to try remove curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume you say this out loud.
Yeah, it's like, Adara, remember we were talking about plan B? I need to touch it.
You hear a from behind all the web.
All right. Then if you're holding your action, it is Adara's turn.
All right. Step 1. Get out of this fucking web. It's a dexterity save?
It is a dexterity save.
Cool. 22.
Yeah, you're out.
Okay. I'm going to run up the wall to the ceiling to the Yoklol using my boots
Okay.
of spider climbing.
By the window.
Oh yeah,
to the
those
wall.
prevent difficult terrain,
To the
right?
wall.
Yeah, well, I
No,
mean,
they just let you.
they-
They just let
yeah,
you
they
run
let
up,
me-
or do they stop difficult terrain?
I think they just like let me walk up walls and ceiling.
Okay, so it is difficult terrain, but if she's only like 15 feet up, yes, you can get to her.
Cool. I'm going to make a trip attack.
Ooh, that's interesting. To make her fall off of the ceiling.
Yeah, because gravity still exists.
Just like, let's sweep.
So that is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool. And you will take 16 points of magic silver and slashing damage, and you need to make me a strength save.
Oh, hey, it's one of those times that the magic matters.
Yay. This is why I remind.
16, strength save.
Yeah.
20.
All right, you pass. So I'm doing another one. So that is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Please make me another strength save.
Okay. 21.
Ah!
Oh, you
All
poor
right, that's
poor
fine.
thing.
She's like, we're staying on the ceiling.
All right, so that is 12 points of damage.
Okay.
That's
I-
it. You're in trouble. Get on top of the fridge.
I remember that I'm supposed to be doing non-lethal, so after this will be non-lethal, but I'm going to action surge,
Okay.
and I'm going to get this fucker off the ceiling.
Okay.
So that is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Please make me another strength save. I have enough superiority dice to do this. But only just.
The nat 1.
Perfect! You take 16 points of damage,
Finally.
and you fall off the ceiling.
Okay.
Yay.
16 points of damage?
Yeah, non-lethal this time, because Adara remembered that she's fighting a person under the monster.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, she'll fall off the ceiling, and she is going to take some ceiling falling damage. 6 more damage.
Okay.
And that was my action surge, so Adara just goes like, that took more than I thought. It turns out that goo is sticky. But here you go.
Yep, I mean, as long as Shai can touch, then we'll cast Remove Curse.
Okay. Her curse is not removed, But since she got a nat 1 before, I'm going to do a nice DM thing and let you do one other thing if you want. You can cast another spell if you would like as well. Before she takes her turn, I'll say she's dazed.
Okay,
Part of me is like, oh, that's nice of you. Part of me is like,
Dazed and confused.
days of our lives.
You know what? I might use that to basically say, hey, you know you were praying before. Is there anyone else you could pray to that might be able to fix this?
Are you saying that to Zune?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, no, don't restart now. Sorry. My computer's just like, restart to get updates.
Oh god. We DM the stream now.
So just says,
We've had that happen
Nasra,
way too many times.
please remember, Nasra.
It's like,
And then it is
That wasn't the
Nasra's
question.
turn. And Adar is still on the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? Shy is right in front of her face.
yep, I had a feeling this is going to be a bad idea.
Oh no!
It was good of you to try.
Mm-hmm. I had to try. There's no way around it.
You did try. I'll give that to you.
And let's see. What would be more fun for her? She's gonna do that. You know what? She's mad because she just fell off of a thing. She's not casting spells right now. So she's just gonna punch you real hard. But only one of the times she punches you is gonna hit.
Okay.
So that's good. So that's 6 bludgeoning damage plus oh wait. What's 18 plus 6?
24.
Yeah.
That many poison damage.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
Yeah, that hurt.
It is Ophelia's turn.
Oh gosh. Ugh. This is the hard part. Okay, I'm not gonna do that because I don't need it right now. Yeah, okay. Like, part of me is like, how do I do this in a way that's not gonna be really, really awful? Just a quick question. How does I was gonna say, how does disguise self work with creatures that are like deities? How does that work?
Are you trying to confuse the Yohlo or are you trying to confuse Lolth?
Prank Wolf.
Lolth.
You're trying to
I was like, what if... Because I'm like, what if I make myself look like her dipshit son?
Oh, okay. I mean, Lolth isn't here right now.
Okay, because I was like, oh, God's omnipotent. Like, if she just showed up, is she immediately gonna look at me and be like, hey, quick question, why do you look like a frat boy?
Okay, let's say Lolth isn't here right now. So you could make yourself look like Varun, but, you know, that would just be you doing that for fun.
Yeah, okay, because I was like, Uh, um,
Oh my god, Brooks
Oh.
is Benny, by the way, just from what you said in chat. Yes.
Oh yeah, Twitch chat has been casting
Oh,
everyone as the
y'all.
mummy characters.
I could see Brooks with a trinket from like every single religion.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I think that's canon.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm gonna do instead is, for this whole thing, is the Yothla, like, still lying on the ground?
Standing on the ground.
Okay. Because I'm, like, sitting here, and I'm like, how do I do this and not make this weird? What I want to do is I want to take out my light crossbow, and I want to shoot arrows into the tendrils that are stuck on the ground so she can't, like, get up and try to get onto the ceiling again.
Okay.
Remember when we did this with the dude's priest robe? Yeah, I'm doing this now with a living, like, tree sloop thing.
If she tries it again, I'm still up here.
Yeah, that's a 19.
That'll hit.
Okay, cool. Why are all of my attacks D8s? I don't get this. Okay. That's 3 points of piercing damage, and I'm shooting that directly into one of the tendrils, so now one of them is stuck into the ground.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna make sure that I'm not missing anything. Uh, okay, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Okay. Shy, you're up.
Okay, every other route I can think of has failed. So now I'm just gonna try hitting it a bunch
Okay.
and do my best to knock it out without doing lethal damage, unless I have to. But, I'm going to do a guiding bolt.
And I'll give her disadvantage on the save since she's pinned with arrows right now.
Good.
This one I make a spell attack.
Oh, just kidding then.
Uh-huh.
I will give you advantage on that attack since she's pinned with arrows and stuff.
Okay.
Yay!
I will take that. And I got a natural 20.
Hey!
Yay!
Let's see. So
Oh, you're winning,
that
son?
so it's it's full damage plus whatever I roll.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 24 damage to start with.
Okay.
And another 18.
Okay. So, the yellow goo peels away, and beneath it, you see the choking, coughing body of a sickly drow woman. Zune looks at her and says, Asra, you remember? She looks over at her, and you see that her robes are torn and dirty and covered in goo, too. And she looks confused, but sees her lover lying on the ground. She says, Zune! And runs over to her and immediately starts checking on Zune to make sure that she's okay.
Where's the mask?
Still on the... It falls to the ground.
All right.
I just said it's probably in a pile of goo on the ground. Have fun
Yeah.
touching that poison goo.
She looks warily at the three of you and says, what are you intruders doing in the Temple of Lolth?
Helping.
Yes. You've been, not yourself for a bit.
Yeah, you've been, that, and I'm gonna point at, like, the pile of goo on the ground and be like, you've been that for a little bit. So, that was, pretty fun to deal with.
There's a very loud thump as Adara just, like, lets herself go from the ceiling and, like, attempts to do a 3-point land very coolly.
Do you do one very coolly?
I think so.
Superhero
She's
landing.
athletic as
I
fuck.
believe you. Zune says they rescued you. They saved us. And Nazra turns and looks at you and says, "You've done more for me, for us, than I ever expected from surface dwellers. Thank you." And she helps Zune stand up. And Zune tries to hug all three of you at once in a terribly awkward way.
It's like, oh, that's sweet.
Thank you. Although I just want to warn you, you might want to be careful. You are still covered in poison goo.
Yes, we should leave this immediately.
I'll just pick up the mask on our way out. You're like, I guess we have this now.
It's like, if you
Well-
want, I can use my raven friend to send it back.
We might do that. Maybe, let's sort these two out and then just be like, oh, we found this in the woods. Seemed like yours.
Yeah, like we could just take it back up there. We don't need to send it back via bird.
I mean, they seemed so, your description of their reaction to my bird was so fun that I think maybe it would be nice to send it again.
Wouldn't you want to be there then to like see how they react to the bird?
Oh no, I'll just choose my words very carefully.
Zune and Nazra kind of guide you up the temple and they cast a web to get you up through the part that had broken, kind of apologizing for it being sticky and weird to get through. But they're like, we didn't really know how else to get you up there.
Just kind of walk on the wall around it.
Gonna be like gently trying to get myself up there without getting stuck.
It's like, I'll go, Adara, and then I'll like throw you the end of the whip.
Yeah. I just hold on to it and just start stomping up.
Yeah, it's like, Ophelia, we could get you across.
I mean, like, I'm getting there already, but like any help would be greatly appreciated.
I have a mental image of Adara just like walking up the wall, like Shy basically holding onto the whip and like kind of sidewalking like with her, while Ophelia's very slowly like making her way up like one of those carnival rope ladder things where like if you do it wrong, you flip over.
Yeah, basically.
And you see
Like,
the two drow women
alright.
be like, surface dwellers.
I'm gonna like look at them and I'll just be like, please, we're trying our best.
Shai will just say in undercommon, yes, well, we have to make up for our natural disadvantages.
What
At
the fuck
that,
are
they
all you
actually
saying?
laugh. What'd you say, Adara?
I said, what the fuck are all of you saying?
Oh, nothing much.
When you get out of the mine, Zune says, I think we can take it from here. Thank you. Thanks to you, Nazra and I have a life now and a chance. There won't be any monster in the mines anymore.
Good to hear.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that, you're probably gonna leave, find someone other than Lolth to, like, hang out with, stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't believe she wants our worship anymore.
Yeah, I don't think she really deserves it if this was the response. Just gonna put that out there.
The sun is setting as you arrive back in Baumsville, greeted by villagers who are happy to return to the mines. you see familiar faces, specifically Glebe and Trina, who react in different ways to see you. Glebe, eager like a puppy.
Aw,
Trina,
Glebe.
more like so. Brian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you guys end up finding him? I told you about the whole thing with
Bad,
like the dancing bear hat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's his helmet. It's what's left.
bad news.
She looks at the helmet. Says, "A lot of folk would have kept this and sold it. So I appreciate this." And she reaches and pulls out a small pouch with some coin in it. She said, "This was Brian's pay from our last job. It would have gone to him. It's only fair you should have it for bringing this back to me."
Thanks.
I'm glad we could tell you one way or the other.
Glebe basically grabs your arm and is like, "So tell me all about the mines. What was it? Was everything in there? Did you really see a monster? What was going on?"
There was a lot going on, and in fact, I have a few things that I should probably tell you about what's under the mine.
I'm all ears. And as you celebrate, two figures sit hidden in the nearby forest, planning out their new free lives.
I immediately forgot and was just like, who are they? Why are they watching us?
Two bros chilling in the forest, 5 feet apart, staring at us.
I
I was gonna
Forest
say,
lesbians of the underground.
Yay!
yes, of the underground and now of the forest. It's transitional. Evolution.
Yes! They moved during the adventure. And that was Lolth's Punishment by Katie Cunningham from Uncaged Volume 3. So, this was a shorter one, but stick around because we have a special announcement about next week. First, let's hear where you can meet all of these cool people in the real life. Starting with Adara. Who are you? Where can we find you?
I'm Gwendy B all over the internet, and you can find me mostly on Twitter, where I post art because I'm an illustrator, and I posted a new art today. So, heads up. Better find my Twitter if you want to know what it looks like. I'm not telling you.
Shy, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hey, I'm Zan Larson, also known as Pale White Rabbit on social media sites like Twitter and Instagram. And I actually have a website where I sell prints, which I will post in chat. I have a store envy site, and I have a bunch of cool creature prints and especially cute creatures in various drinking vessels.
And Ophelia, who are you in the real life? Where can we find you?
Hey, my name is Ink. You may find me on Twitter at These Dead Pens, where I like to meme and scream about things. This week I've been memeing and screaming about the fact that, like, hey, things are going on in the world. Maybe you should support developing nations in their hunt to help COVID stop being a thing. I, as usual, played your warlock, tiefling Ophelia, and thank you for joining us.
And I'm Jess. All of my stuff is below. You know where to find me. But the important thing is next week we are partnering with the Games Tavern to help feed hungry kids as part of No Kid Hungry. And there's going to be donation incentives and prizes. And we're partnering with Shard Tabletop, Cobalt Press, D&D Beyond, Miniature Market, Die Hard Dice, I think. And we're still going to be here, same bat time, same bat channel, but there's going to be links to like donate, to enter, to feed kids, and win cool prizes. So we're really excited about that. Here's some info on it, and please join us for that. I believe we are going to be playing Hunt for the Circuit Queen. Still from Uncaged Volume 3, because we can't get enough of this one. It won an Emmy. We love it so much.
We love all our
Yay.
children equally, but that one especially.
It's true.
We love
Came out-
all of our children earlier today. I don't care for volume 1.
I'm in volume 1.
I know.
I especially love volume 1.
Hey, my adventure's in
no!
volume 2, and I have art in 3 of the 4 books. So
My art's in
they
all
are-
of them.
nothing for these
I love all of them.
volumes.
I love all my children equally.
We love all of our children equally, but especially volume 1 and 4 because they're the ones.
None
that
of
I
these
read.
are my children. I didn't work on
And volume
these.
6 has got
Everyone
Sam.
thinks I did.
Anyway,
I
join us next week. Help feed hungry kids. Get some prizes. It's gonna be really neat. We are really excited, and let's go raid Utopia because it looks like they're doing something pretty neat right now too. So yeah, let's go see them. We love you, and we know this was a short one, so we'll give you an extra long Patreon video, friends.
They're always
Bye.
long anyway.